What's up, basement dwellers? Welcome to another edition of the Weekly Protocol. I am your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace. Joining me as always, Frank Ward.
Hello.
And back, Cori.
Hi. Here
Neutral feelings, we'll see.
Whatever.
But I had a thought that I want to share.
Okay.
And just derail everything before we...
Oh, it's fair. That's
Because I was walking the dog, and there's this lady that, like, she went up to this house, and the guy was outside, like, leaf blowing or cutting the grass, whatever he was doing. And this actually plays in how unobservant I am. And she said something about, like, oh, I'm here to pick up a chair. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then she was like, oh, Joelle? And he's like, oh, hold on. And as I'm walking, I had the scenario run through my head of, like, what if she's just going to stab people? Like, this is just a whole thing for murder, and then I get to walk by a murder case. And then I had the thought of, like, and if it happens, like, the police are going to come talk to me and be like, hey, like, did you see what happened? And then I realized how, I have no idea what she was driving an SUV. I couldn't tell you the car. It was an SUV.
what was she picking up?
A chair. I know that much. She was picking up a chair.
Why?
What?
I didn't ask that far.
But like
That's...
the beginning, I'm stuck on the beginning of the story.
I can tell.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm confused.
why the fuck she was there in the first place?
Picking up a chair.
For what?
A chair. Just to have a chair. To sit, I assume.
She's buying it.
Is it like
Is it
Facebook?
away?
The maybe, but it could have been a drug deal. I don't know I mean, she was an older
chair.
She was an older lady.
But
Not
you
like old, but older.
Rolled
She was
up
gray hair.
to grab it.
Yeah, she carried the chair. It was a smaller, like, plastic-looking chair. I eventually saw it on the way back because we like looped around and I saw her carrying the chair a bit.
Was
Okay.
she trash picking it?
No. It was in the house apartment
Hmm.
building. But no, my realization though is that if I was ever needed to be a witness in like anything, I have no idea what happened. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what's going on.
Cool.
And it shook me to my core of like how unobservant I am to the world around me. Except for I did get the details of the
feel?
chair.
How's it feel to
Okay.
be a dude in the suburbs?
So like I don't know. I couldn't tell you what car she was driving,
It's fair.
even though I know like I'm not a big gearhead, but like I've been in the automotive industry for a long time. I can normally identify like most cars to an extent.
Okay. Well, talk about other things you didn't pay attention to.
You know,
Let's go talk about the Sony State of Play today, the IGN Live Fest, where they gave a bunch of Xbox notifications, and the Nintendo Direct. That's what we'll be talking about today on the Weekly Protocol. Still not doing the protocol thing like we used to, but there will be a theme through these conversations that kind of sticks to a protocol in a way, and that is the major AAA companies cashing in on remasters and reboots and DLC and not giving anything really original.
being lazy.
Things we've complained about when it comes to Hollywood, we can now complain about when it comes to Japan,
Yeah,
Silicon Valley.
so both.
Yeah.
The above.
Yeah, I only say Japan because Nintendo had the most news. But first, we're going to talk about the Sony State of Play that happened a couple weeks ago, where they dropped a new game-ish, or at least a new game in the franchise of God of War, where they're going to follow Laufey. So did you guys play the new God of War, or at least are aware of the new God of War, where it's the Norse mythology?
Yeah. Well, one, because we've talked about it here on the
Mhm.
show. And two, because we've talked about it here on the show.
Okay.
But I have not
You haven't-
played it.
You haven't played it?
Yes.
You've played it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is picking up the beginning scene of the new God of War that kicks off in the Norse mythology, which is called God of War. Kratos taking his wife to burn her because she had passed away. This game picks up at that moment. Laufey, his wife. It has the same scene from the perspective of, I guess, of the burlap sack that he's laying down. And the moment she's burned,
Are you in the sack?
yeah, you're Laufey.
Yeah, but you're in the sack. Well, you just see darkness.
Well, you're seeing it from like
Oh,
a out of body experience type thing.
I got you.
Third
But-
person.
Basically, they burn her, and then she wakes up in the afterlife, and that's the journey you follow.
Oh,
And it runs parallel to God of War and God of War Ragnarok. So the events that are happening on, I guess, the Earth realm,
yeah.
she is experiencing in Valhalla.
Oh,
There's one specific scene they show in the gameplay trailer where Kratos blows the horn as one of his missions or whatever to summon Odin or whatever. She hears it.
oh.
And so do the other gods she's dealing with. So there's also going to be a bunch of different gods in this, as opposed to just Norse. And I guess kind of technically opens up a potential to bring some of the Greek gods back.
It's gonna be good.
I'm excited for it. I'm more excited about this than I was for the other two.
Yeah.
So, especially with the premise that you could bring back the Greek gods. Like,
Mhm.
how are they going to feel that Kratos killed Greece and then moved on to Norse, fucked Norse, and here's the product of what he fucked. so I'm sure they'll have a grudge. I don't know. They haven't announced a date for when it's going to release, but it's following Laufey,
28,
which
29.
the weird. It's probably late 27 maybe, early
that-
28.
That soon? That early?
I think so. Especially since like
It's so far away.
what else is Santa Monica Studios working on?
I don't know. I don't know.
Not GT.
That's no. That's one of the only PlayStation studios that actually isn't shit. So they may have put all their resources into that.
Doing it the smart way of like, hey, just focus on this one game and not 7 other things at once and just make this happen.
The only thing that's kind of weird, apparently the original God of War creator is not involved with these Norse ones.
Oh.
And anytime they put out a new God of War game, he's been apparently shitting on it in interviews.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Really?
Fucking shit. Dumb idea.
Well, they just came out with a new God of War 2D side scroller game. It
Okay.
dropped like a couple months ago. I forget what the hell it was called. And he immediately shit on that, like, hey, this has nothing to do with God of War. Even though it was
just using the name. Fuck it.
pretty much, but it was Kratos. It was a prequel to the original Greek ones.
Okay.
So following him before he became the Ghost of Sparta, basically what led up to the Ghost of Sparta.
Mm-hmm.
And then they announced this, and he went, "Who the fuck wants to play as his wife?" So he's very clearly bitter that he's
He's
not involved.
hating.
So
Yeah.
he must have gotten kind of like pushed out, I assume, or had
It feels that way.
or had creative disagreements of like the studio said, "Hey, we're doing this," and he was like, "No," and they're like, "We're doing this."
Probably was like the story's over. He's Greek. He killed the Greek gods. We're done. And they went, "No, there's other religions we can tap."
There's more money here.
Get into that.
Yeah, just wait until we move to Egypt. Really gonna piss you off. Other things that came out of the Sony State of Play was the Wolverine game, which we've known about for a while, but they've given official gameplay. The game comes out September 15th. Pre-orders are now available, and they showed a lot of different gameplay, such as his healing factor. So there was a scene where he was getting like his skin blasted off, and in order for him to heal, you have to button mash.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You can retract his claws in and out.
Cool.
Yep.
That's high tech.
It's
We just getting to that now because
Retractable claws.
Well,
Oh yeah.
you can't even, but
Would you have to heal?
It's full out or full in. You can't do like the
You
half
can't
stuff. You
half-master?
can't do one.
flip people
Can't
off?
do. Yep.
Do you have to heal every time you retract them?
I'm gonna go with no.
Well, you have. He's got to. Well, you just run around with wounds in your hands. It cuts you open every time.
Apparently.
Fucking real. Where's the realism?
I don't know. Well, the '90s cartoon, he had the little things there.
his healing factor's so fast that that's not going to matter. It's bigger stuff that
Not fast enough if you need to do the gameplay.
That's
They also showed team ups, so apparently you'll have different characters show up throughout the game. 2 team ups they showed was Jean Grey, where they kind of like work symbiotically. So like she sets up, like tees them up, and he takes them down.
yeah.
And then the other team up was like Sabretooth, where it's kind of more of a competition.
Okay, I was gonna say team up's not the right word there, but
Yeah, they're attacking the same enemy, but it's really for like kill count.
oh, okay, that's cute.
Uh,
Rivalry.
It's still part of the Insomniac world, which the creators of the Spider-Man games, but Spider-Man is allegedly not in this game. They've said that he's not, but I don't believe anything until it's done.
But it's potentially in the same universe.
It is in the same universe, but in theory, he's not going to go anywhere near New York.
Oh, until the DLC.
Yeah, until the
yeah,
DLC.
of course make more money off you.
And unlike Spider-Man, it's not fully open world. So like you're going to be directed on like a story path, and there'll be some openness to that story path, but like in Spider-Man you had all of Manhattan to play with.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that in this cuz he's bouncing city to city to city.
Okay, so
Okay.
you some open world, but it's limited exploration and such.
Yeah. And then pre-orders are made available after the State of Play presentation so that you can pre-order it now.
Is there any like just save money? Is that the point of pre-ordering? at
I
this point?
pre-order it so it arrives here the day of. That's why I
Get
do it.
away, make sure it doesn't sell out. Well, in the world of digital gaming, I guess it won't.
Digital usually get it 2 days early and some cosmetic. Which I
Boo.
think you get with the physical, you just don't get the physical
Buy
until the day
physical.
of. I buy
physical.
physical every single time.
Oh, I know, because you know.
I can't buy physical because my physical reader's still dead. So I haven't fixed it.
Get a new one.
All right, yeah.
On it.
They haven't they haven't gone down in price in the last however long it's been out, 5 years, 6
They're
years.
not
Part's
gonna.
probably more expensive than the console.
They're not gonna.
Probably.
Yeah. Other games that were announced at the State of Play was a bunch of indie stuff that I did not note because I didn't care. But things that I thought
Fucking
did
nerds.
stick out for people maybe on the panel,
Shut up.
or
you
at least I knew the name.
Oh.
Until Dawn 2 had a reveal.
Okay, that I did play that game. Oh, just in case you were curious, I didn't play Spider-Man either. Um,
Oh,
just
I
to
love
point out
Spider.
things that I haven't done with my life.
You haven't played Spider-Man?
No, I think you offered to let me borrow it, and then I don't know what
Just never
happened.
did.
I think something happened. Yeah, I don't remember why, or somebody else had it at the time.
Those games are so
That might.
good.
Yeah, okay.
Well, did you play the Batman Arkham games?
That's why I was
Yeah,
just gonna ask him if you played
I
them.
played
Similar
one of
style.
them. I don't, or two of them. I played. What's the second Batman one? Asylum City.
City, I think.
I think I played that one, and that was fun. I enjoyed it. And then the third one
Origins.
is I started playing that, and it was just so the same as the first that I just didn't care enough, if that makes sense.
If you don't care about the story, I could see that. The gameplay's the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the story's different.
Now, I just, the older I get, the more my brain doesn't give a shit about video game stories, and I don't think that's a blessing.
It's not.
We've talked about it in the multiplayer games that we've been playing on like Mondays and Fridays, where you and me both are on the same just skip dialogue.
Yeah.
But
We're playing Ale and Tail Tavern?
yeah, which
There's-
there's not a whole lot of story there, which is nice.
There was with that witch that blew by.
Oh, and the cow. Like evidently, Alan was sitting there talking to a cow for 15 minutes.
Every single one, like the Scarecrow had a story.
Yeah.
All of them had stories.
I was in the kitchen.
But I would click the dialogue, look at my quests, and just go do the quests.
But speaking of story, though, back to Until Dawn, which that is a story that is basically just a playable movie. At least the first one was.
I think it's the same concept.
But I guess maybe I don't know. I was gonna say maybe I'll try. I did play the first one. It was fun. I believe there was multiple endings in it too, wasn't there?
I think so.
Depending. I never go back and
Different people died, I think.
Yeah, I think you could do different things.
Mhm.
Or like because if you fuck up, if I'm thinking correctly, like if you, there's certain spots like you could have fucked up as like Jenny, and like she died, and then the game continued on, and you just didn't get to be that character again.
Yeah, it's kind of it's very Telltale, like the Telltale series, where you make a decision here, and now we're just going to branch the story off this way.
Yeah.
And they had moments like that, and I think it was basically who died in certain scenarios that directed the way that the story was going to keep going.
Yeah, similar to did you ever play Heavy Rain?
No, but I know of it.
Oh, it was another fantastic game, but it was one you played as 5 or 6 different people, and your choices changed the outcome, yada yada, and yeah, you could fuck up parts where a player dies or a character dies, and you continue on, and like the story is just different now without that person in it.
Mhm.
And there's a scene at the very end where there's a reaction test that I fucked up, and the chick died, and I was so fucking pissed. I actually restarted it so she like didn't die, because it was like at the very end, like not going out like this.
That's fair.
Anyway, but yeah, it's a cool game. I might play it.
They also go ahead.
I was just saying, as much as a horror person I am, I don't like horror games. I'm not. I
Well,
never like gotten into them.
You're gonna hate this next fucking announcement. Silent Hill Townfall. They revealed some trailer and gameplay to that a little bit, and that's coming out soon.
I mean, I'm all about it. I'm glad that they're out there, and I know people like them, and I like watching like people play a little bit. But yeah, just don't
I
care.
enjoyed Resident Evil. I've enjoyed the last couple Resident Evils.
Resident Evil games. Yeah, I would play those. But these ones where it's like all jump scare shit, I don't know.
Well, I
It's
feel
just
that way
boring
with
to me.
movies too, though. Like scary movies that are just
Well-
jump scares. Like, just stop it.
Yeah.
Stop. It's a cheap cop out. Like, oh, just
With
made a
the
loud
bends
noise.
and jump.
Noises.
It's fun. It's gotta have a good story
Beep.
though. But the jump scares are fun.
Did you ever play Silent Hill games?
No, I want to go jump in the deep vault of the Dace world. Wrote a
Dace
script for a pilot for Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Bought the game, did some research on the first Silent Hill. That went nowhere. So.
Obviously, because we're not rich. Well, you're not rich or famous.
Well, they went and made it. Well, they didn't make what I wrote. They went and made whatever the fuck they wanted to make. I feel like mine would have been better.
Well-
Because I did research on the game, and that's probably just me being bitter that I did research on the game.
Both could be valid.
I didn't also. I don't hate my co-writer of that, but my co-writer changed a lot of things I wrote, and I didn't like that. So I'm not really collaborative when it comes to writing, because I got really aggravated.
He wrote what I wrote.
And he was a big fan of the franchise, and I don't know why I took like issue with him correcting things. It was like, no, I played that one. I thought we were basing on this one. Why are we changing that? So that never got off the ground. But to your point, I played a little bit of the first one.
Oh, okay.
On PlayStation.
I never. Well, I wasn't a PlayStation kid at that point.
Well, I
It
didn't
was
play it when
PS1.
it first came out.
That's
but-
fair. So I never played them. I had a friend who was big into them, but that's as far as I can go with that story.
That's fair. The whole Yeah, the whole experience to write a pilot for a show for that was just rough. Because he wanted, I understood where his concept was for it, and I'm pretty sure there's an IMDb credit out there still with my name attached to it. But
I'll milk the hell out of that.
he wanted to the town before the town has the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I guess before the gas leak or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Basically, is like you got to start. We're establishing characters, and it was a I can't collaborate. But that's all I had from the Sony State of Play. There was an Xbox presentation that was part of the IGN Live Fest that's going on right now.
Xbox.
The stories I pulled out of here, I don't think are Xbox exclusives.
Well, wasn't that part of the Activision deal of like, hey, we'll let you have this giant game developer, but like you got to share your toys?
I'm gonna guess
They're like, okay.
because immediately when I saw some of these titles, I was like, well, I want to play that. And then I went and looked it up, and like the trailer ended with the Sony logos on the bottom and Nintendo logos, like so it's clearly going to be cross-platform.
Mm-hmm.
The big one that stood out for me, Spyro 4. If you were a fan of the Dace Man show, you knew that we had the whole Bring Back Crash or hashtag Bring Back Crash
And we
campaign,
did it.
and we did it. They brought it all back, and they even made a new one. I always
fucking
joked,
hard.
yeah, I always joked that Spyro and Gex should be on the list, and now Spyro's finally here.
We did
Okay.
taking credit on that one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toys for Bob is doing it, which is part of the Activision deal. It's been announced for spring of 2027, so we got a whole year to go.
Takes forever.
It looked pretty good. I'm very interested to see if it goes back to like the whole old format of the first three, where you had to release like the dragons got captured. They said that there was a new evil was in the trailer, but it still looked like Ripto's staff.
Was there that little egg fucker running around?
Yeah, I'm sure he better be in it. Other things that came out of the Xbox presentation is a Fable reboot or a remaster. I was never into the Fable franchise, but that's coming out February 23rd of 2027.
I played one of them. Alan was a big fan of the Fable franchises, and I don't remember if I played 2 or 3, because I think there's 3, right? I don't. I know there was
No
part where like
idea.
you could get married and stuff. I remember that.
Okay.
Like it was neat. It was a cool concept. I just didn't get that into it. I guess I don't know. I played it. It was cool.
All right.
That's all I got.
I know it's a big.
It was many years ago.
I know a lot of people who are really into that franchise, and they've been waiting for this for as long as probably the Grand Theft Auto people have been waiting.
Really?
I could definitely see that. But with how in depth that game was at the time,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But that's coming out February next year, as of right now. An Xbox exclusive is there's a Halo campaign Evolved that's dropping July 28th. It's a collection of new and remastered missions from the original Halo games. So I think it's part of an anniversary edition.
Oh, okay.
It's been 20 years since it's come out.
Or more?
Maybe more.
Oh, since Halo came out originally, I'm sure like 20. We gotta be getting to 25.
2006.
Oh, 2006 is when it came out.
I have no idea.
Sure. Oh, was that your guess?
That's my guess. Well, 20
2003.
years ago would be 2006.
2003.
2001.
One.
Wait. Yeah. Halo Combat Evolved was
Oh, and
officially released on
25th
November
anniversary.
15th,
So I'm like
2001.
25.
So it's 25th anniversary, right?
Yes. Sorry, I was half reading the other things too that
See.
made me confused, but it was released on PC in 2003, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, 25 years.
All right. Well, that's coming out for all you Halo fans out there. Hat tip, Gibby. Other thing, the big news that kind of caught people off guard, not only was Spyro 4 something that kind of surprised people with the new game coming out, and we'll have more surprises in the Nintendo Direct conversation after the break, but Crazy Taxi World.
I'm excited. That's a nostalgia for me. Crazy Taxi. And then the Simpsons one was fun
I
too.
couldn't get
Yeah.
couldn't get the trailer to work for Crazy Taxi, so I don't know what it looks like.
I'm assuming you're driving a Crazy Taxi.
I was just curious on if they stayed with the graphic style or if they
think so.
fucked with it.
It's probably cleaned a little bit,
Okay.
but it looked similar to the same cartoonish type style.
Okay.
Saw
Very arcadey looking.
Picture of it. It looked like the same but new.
And then the final note of Xbox games that are coming our way. If you're a big Gears of War fan, there's a Gears of War E-Day coming,
E-Day.
which is a prequel game, so it's set before the other Gears of Wars. I don't play Gear of War.
E stand for elegant?
I guess I'll play on D-Day,
Elephant?
Earth Day. I don't know anything about the Gears of War.
Election
franchise.
Day.
Could be. I don't know anything about the
Everybody's so
franchise.
fucking politicized.
You could literally put any E word in there. I wouldn't agree with you because I don't know anything about the franchise.
Oh, that's
Edward
fair. I
Day.
don't either. I've heard good
Egg
things.
Day.
People that play it like it, or people that like it love it, or
It was a highlight
There's
of
positive-
Xbox
there's
when it
positive.
comes to Xbox exclusives.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is exclusive anymore. So who knows? But that is pretty much the big stuff coming out of the state of play for PlayStation, and then the Xbox presentation that dropped. Spyro 4 was the big one here, and God of War Laufey. That came out of left field. I did not know that was they were
They
going to
were
work.
even working on it. They were
Yeah.
even doing it.
The same with the last God of War game that came out. They didn't say anything. I was like, hey, available this week is this side scroller for God of War.
They didn't talk about it at PAX?
Nope.
You know, I like that. I think we need to go back to that.
The surprises?
Kinda of like stop releasing or saying things that are gonna happen 5 years from now, and then
That's true.
beating the shit out of it to the point of like nobody even cares. Like you pop it in of like, hey, this is coming, and it's coming somewhat relatively soon-ish.
They announced Wolverine with Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
So we've been waiting for that since the Dace Man show.
And that's why my exuberance for it was limited. I know you couldn't tell how hype I was for God of War.
Mhm.
Because I wasn't that hype. But inside, in my brain, I was like, oh, that's cool.
I'm excited. The also interesting note about God of War is Jack Quaid is playing a cube named Frank. Yep. So he's from The Boys, and we just had that long conversation about The Boys finale.
Yeah.
And then Deborah Ann Woll, she's in Daredevil Born Again, and also
Oh,
in the
no. Her, the shoe,
Karen
the
Page.
redhead. Yeah.
Karen Page,
Right?
blondish, maybe like strawberry. blonde?
Strawberry blonde?
Yeah,
True,
No.
True Blood? Isn't that her?
I think she's in that too. She's playing Laufey.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Well,
the-
the voice.
No, the
Very
facial structure is based off her too.
Mm.
Oh,
So
realism now.
even with Jack Quaid, the cube structure was based off of his head. So I'm interested for that. I can't wait for Spyro 4. So I'll be streaming the shit out of that come spring next year if I'm alive. And that's, I guess, pretty much it. So when we come back from the break, we're going to be talking about the Nintendo side of things, which had much more to talk about
More words.
because they
More bullshit.
will put everything they can on their platform. So enjoy these messages, and when we come back, we'll be talking about the Nintendo Direct from June 9th. See you on our side, Basement Dweller.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Why so serious?
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I love you.
We know.
Here's Johnny.
Join Trisha Bell every other Friday as she discusses 4 real movies on 4 Real Combos.
Are you a fan of the Philadelphia Phillies? Want to hear local takes from fellow fans?
Never a doubt, baby. Never a doubt. I knew they were going to be where they're at right now. I knew they're coming in. I'm pretty sure we did talk about how they were taking over the Braves this year.
Well, check out the Jersey Fanatics.
Yeah, if you're sort of fit, go into the center field and just talk to the security guard and see if he can pull you down.
Tyler, Eric, and the Dace Man break down all things Philadelphia Phillies from a South Jersey perspective.
I have a whole theory. I know I told you guys, but I think for every pitch tomorrow, we should just boo them. Every single pitch.
Available wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Welcome back, Basement Dwellers. We are here to talk about the Nintendo Direct on this half of the monthly or the weekly protocol. The Nintendo Direct happened on Tuesday, June 9th, so a couple days ago, and they dropped a whole bunch of stuff. As per usual, they filtered in a bunch of independent games that they'll be pushing through there. They kicked it off with a rhythm game.
Rhythm game?
I have no idea what it was actually called, but it felt like WarioWare.
Okay.
With a lot of it's like a bunch of mini games, but to rhythm. I didn't put it in my notes because I didn't care.
Musically inclined,
mention
not
honorable. Well, the weird thing is, it took up a good portion of the Direct. Like they kicked off with it, and then there's a good 5-10 minutes of just like let's keep talking. And then when they finish their Direct, they go to like some kind of room where there's a bunch of like
stuff,
their correspondence, and that is the first game they started talking about.
How hyped they were.
Oh yeah, and they played a little demo of it. And I'm like, I do not care about this. So you didn't sell me. Huh. Some of the important notes that came out. So if you're a Pokopia fan or if you watched our streams every now and then, they're the most boring fucking thing in the world to watch because it's Animal Crossing with Pokemon. But there's an update coming, which actually happened on Tuesday. If you bought the DLC pass, which will have 3 parts, you got some Ditto exclusive blueprints that you could download now to hold you over.
Is that just cosmetic then?
I think so. That's what you're getting right now to kind of hold you over. But the 3 parts is part 1, you're getting a whole new island. So like a new area to explore, new Pokemon to explore, new materials, new everything. The Direct said it was August. The store says October 31st. Maybe I misunderstood the Direct, but I'm going to go with the store if the store is saying October 31st. Then part 2 comes out early 2027, and then part 3 comes out spring 2027.
They're not doing like a Japanese release and then an American release type deal, are they?
I don't think so. And maybe I missed that you're getting a part of it in August and not all of it.
Probably.
One and part 2.
Well, there's 2 parts to it.
They want to keep you on the hook.
Maybe they created the presentation and thought we're being ambitious, like, yeah, we'll get it to you in August, and then realized, hey, part 1 and part 2 are too far apart, so maybe we need to push part 1 back. I don't know what the case is. You're getting 3 parts, though.
Eventually.
Part 1 is a bunch of is the new island, new Pokemon, new area to explore. Part 2, it said new featured items and new featured skills. So maybe they're adding a new they are adding a new, maybe that's the thing from August. They're adding the ability to dive in August, which allows you to build underwater.
You can swim.
You get swimming abilities?
Well, you can swim now, but you'll be able to dive at a certain point and build underneath the water.
Do you have to be on a Pokemon to do that? Like, do you have to have a certain Pokemon?
Well, you're a Ditto in this game.
Oh.
So you turn into the Pokemon. You're a Lapras when you're surfing.
Okay.
The gameplay looked like he just kind of put like a bowl on his head and just went underwater to work. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Maybe that's what's coming out in August, and then you get the new island in October.
Dang, if we only had like an underwater Pokemon that we could turn into. Nah, we'll just put a bowl on his head.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't try it at home, kids.
Unless he's imitating Blastoise, who knows? But the DLC pass is $40. It's 3 parts.
It's like almost a whole.
And part 1's called Bubbly Beach, which will be out. Again, the store says October 31st, but I could have sworn the Direct said we were getting stuff in August too.
Of this year.
And then part 2 comes out early 27, and then spring 27 is part 3, which is another area to explore. So part 2 says it's new functionality and new items. Part 3 said new area. And I'm assuming new Pokemon. I don't see how they don't stop doing this.
Just more DLC packs for $40 a pop?
There's probably about 150 Pokemon in there, maybe 200
right now.
Oh, and you've got 1,000.
Yeah,
right.
They got a ways to go.
The other weird thing is, if it is coming out October 31st, I feel like that's clashing with their usual other release because they've got the Wind and They've got the new Pokemon gen coming out too this year.
I was gonna say, are they gonna release those Pokemon into this game too? Is that the new Pokemon? It's gonna be all at the same time?
Well, at least from
Or are
the
they just giving new ones like
just
new to
there
the
was a
game?
couple new ones. There was like they showed Krabby. I don't think I guess Krabby's not in this.
Mhm.
I haven't discovered everything in it yet, but they showed like Meryl,
Mm.
a few of the common ones that aren't in, I guess, in it now. But I just think it's weird that they're going to push this DLC pass. I feel like those games usually come out in early November, late October, when they release the Pokemon Gen games.
Sounds about right, yeah.
But it's Wind and whatever. I
Wind
forget what
and-
the other one is.
Wind and I don't know.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Wind and Sea, maybe? Whatever.
Wi-
That comes out this year
Wind
too.
Waves.
But the DLC, again, October 31st, which Bubbly Beach on Halloween. And that's the other thing too.
Sandy Gas.
Since when the hell do they do DLC on Saturdays? Halloween's on a Saturday this year.
I don't. Oh yeah,
It's
honestly.
usually on Tuesday release.
Yeah.
Whatever. You can buy it now,
There's no rule.
and then you'll eventually get an update on your Switch because it is available on the eStore. It dropped Tuesday, so
Buy it, it'll show up.
they'll take your money now, and then they'll get it to you eventually. Something that's also coming out in October 1st, is Rayman Legends Retold, which is basically remastering the remaster from the Wii across all platforms, and then tweaking some of the modes. And they brought in like a battle mode that I think was a separate game of Rayman, but it's part of the Rayman anniversary.
Oh,
I think that came out 30 years ago.
dude, another.
You can't. I think it was
Check
96.
it.
I don't think he came out earlier than 96. I don't know. It's the next anniversary is going to be really fucking depressing.
1995.
Okay, so it's part of that anniversry.
Holy.
So it's 31 years old. Rayman, it's weird because that was like a PlayStation exclusive, right? When we were younger.
I think so. Most games were exclusive at that time.
Yeah.
I don't understand how Sony lost all their key. Like Nintendo clearly guards their IPs like Fort fucking Knox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sony had all these great IPs that are now just scattered across the universe, and Xbox gobbled most of them up.
Well,
This is when it's all Nintendo.
Nintendo does a lot of like movies and cartoons and shows and things like that where Sony's not doing that with their games.
It was
I mean, there are some, but not like Nintendo.
Well, Sony basically went, hey, we have this Rayman character that worked great on PlayStation 1. We made a game in PlayStation 2. Xbox, you can have this game.
It must be someone that developed. It's an Ubisoft game.
Okay, that's probably why it's not exclusive.
I guess the problem is all these other like
Nintendo is
had
Nintendo.
everything in house, and like Sony, in a way, was smart by like third party and shit. But also that means you didn't have control over your shit, so like they could go through other
Crash,
things.
Rayman, Spyro all ended up on different systems. Spyro and Crash being under the Xbox span
Feels
is now
dirty.
just weird.
Feels dirty.
But that launches October 1st. You can pre-order it now. A big event is going on from Tuesday till September 1st to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Mario. Is the DK Challenge event for the Switch 2. So you can play various Donkey Kong games on the Switch 2 and Switch.
You gotta bring out the bongos again?
Pretty much. So it's basically you can jump through all these years of Donkey Kong games and they'll have challenges and you get these virtual
cookie
cards.
How exciting.
NFTs?
What?
I mean, I'm going to check it out. It's going to come in 4 waves. The first one started now.
What's up with those 4s? Is 4 a lucky number in Japan?
I don't know. But the only reason I'm checking this out is because if you have Nintendo Switch Online, it's free. It's a free event for you to play. And then you get these virtual, I guess, what would be... Are NFTs still a thing?
I mean, I think so, but I don't
They're
think
essentially NFTs.
I think they fell out of love. Also, 4 is actually an unlucky number in Japan, according to this.
Well,
it's crazy.
This must have been done, but... So the other thing about this Nintendo Direct, they brought on the new American COO.
Oh, that's why. Fucking Americans fucked it up.
It's a woman.
Oh.
And she has as much personality as, like, paint drying. Whereas the other guy who used to be called Bowser, they need to bring him back. Just let him do it. He doesn't have to be COO. Just let him do the presentation. He had a little bit more pep in his step.
Well, yeah.
This girl was just...
He probably played video games. She's never actually played a video game in her life.
He's worked at Nintendo for 20 years, allegedly.
What?
I don't know. Not fair.
The mailroom? HR, yeah.
She's young. Her journey there is younger than Rayman, so she's not that great of a gamer. But there's a Mario 40 crossover with the Donkey Kong challenges. So if you own Donkey Kong Bonanza and you have the DLC of the Emerald Island or whatever it's called, you can have Mario skins for Donkey Kong and Rosalina.
Oh.
Or not Rosalina, Paulina. And then you can do, like, they changed certain things within the map to Mario-esque things.
That's cute.
So, yep, Donkey Kong Mario is celebrating an anniversary this year. Anyone fan of the Xenoblade Chronicles series stuff thing?
Yep.
There's a fourth one coming. Xenoblade Genesis is coming to Nintendo Switch. It's announced. They haven't given a date. But apparently there'll be like I think their own direct down the line they're going to do with this. It must be a big game in Japan.
That makes, or just a big game somewhere.
Probably a big game to people who game.
Are they? Well, are those characters in Smash Bros?
They were Fire Emblem, I think.
No, that's what I'm asking.
I think it was a Xenoblade character.
So I'm asking, how big of a thing is
Azeroth?
If they didn't make it into Smash Brothers, how big of a game can it be?
It's a good point.
They're in it.
Your game shit, cancel it.
But as part of it, the trilogy's also coming to Nintendo Switch too. That was a lot of what this Direct 2 was. It kept saying, like, hey, these games are making their debut on the Switch too.
Like, buy the Switch too?
Yeah.
Please.
Like, hey, we finally ported, like, Minecraft had a presentation here. They're bringing Minecraft over to the Switch too.
I gotta get it then, just so I have it for every device it can ever be.
For your graphics to have your shadows.
Yes.
Basically, all the Xenoblades are being ported over. Big Kingdom Hearts trilogy will be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 on October 8th. That was also capped off with a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. With the keywords at the end that it will be available at launch. But they didn't tell you the launch.
Just
2029.
Just, when it happens.
I thought it was weird that the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer that they teased, I feel like that's what they showed about 4 or 5 years ago when they teased that Kingdom Hearts 4 was coming.
Oh.
Well, they probably started developing it now. They're like, now we're finally doing it, so here we go.
I thought it was bold that, like, to me, that for them saying that it's going to be available on the Switch 2 at launch makes me feel like they're really far behind. Like, because the Switch 2 gets things late.
Too? Yeah.
Well, no, usually, like, so Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight launched on Xbox and PlayStation. It's coming. It was part of this whole presentation that it is coming soon to the Switch 2. Everything seems to launch on the other two first, and then have to have a special port to Nintendo.
Oh.
So to me, Kingdom Hearts 4 is so far behind. They just went, you know what? We'll build the port at the same time too.
We'll just get it ready. It'll go to everything.
Yeah. Other game that came out on Nintendo Direct was the Nintendo Switch Sports Resorts.
Resorts. So you just lay by the pool.
Comes with 12 games. Boxing.
It's got to be pickleball.
Boxing, table tennis, archery, tennis, volleyball, bowling, basketball, golf, thumb wrestling. Which they chose to use that to display during the Direct.
Of course.
Skateboarding.
Like your weirdest one.
Power cruising.
You use tech decks with a skateboard?
Is that a
Nintendo tech decks?
It's like a jet ski thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it boat related?
Yeah. Prop plane, which is just like gliding.
You need like the balance board again for this stuff.
That was Fit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then jump
like
rope.
surfing games and all kinds of other stuff you could play on the balance board for Wii.
The keynote I took on this is the second sports game to hit Nintendo Switch 2. No baseball. That was a big thing to me. It did not say baseball.
It didn't say
And
baseball?
I even Googled it to, like, if I was going to get angry about this.
Make sure you
I didn't miss it, and make sure I didn't miss that it was on the other Nintendo Switch games. So the other Nintendo Switch sports that came out had 6 sports. Had boxing, tennis, volleyball, basketball, sword fighting, and golf. No baseball. The Wii Sports, I remember having tournaments with baseball.
Oh yeah, that was a big popular one.
That and tennis were the two big ones. So I don't know if MLB's just swinging their dick around saying you can't use baseball. I don't know how you corner the market on baseball in general.
They should have said softball.
No, but baseball's big in Japan too. It's not like it's a fuck you to America. You know what I mean?
Ohtani.
Yeah, like it's not a fuck you to America. We ain't put it in there just because. Like it's big over there.
Ohtani, Yamamoto, like the big thing in the offseason for the MLB has been signing these fucking Japanese people who won't leave the West Coast because it's closer to Japan.
Can you copyright
I don't know.
sport?
I just thought it was weird that baseball has been left out of the last two Switch games.
Are they going to make their own baseball game for it?
They may have that out there. Maybe that's why they haven't done it. But it's not going to be there. Nintendo Switch Sports drops October 22nd.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. But
No, you don't want a virtual thumb wrestle?
no, I have the other one, the Nintendo Switch Sports.
There's no thumb wrestling on that.
I think I played it twice. Like I don't know. There was the hype. Like I was excited when they announced it because I do remember having these elaborate fucking tournaments
With Wii Sports?
with Wii Sports.
Wii was where it was at.
And I thought we were gonna get back to that, and then for whatever reason, it's very lackluster.
And
You
it
had like the beer
just didn't
pong
live
game
up to it.
too. All the little party games.
Um,
Fun.
the other game that was announced, I have two more left from the direct, and then we'll get into a conversation after this about all these presentations. Splatoon Raiders, which I thought was bring it back.
I got you, but
I thought it was interesting because it's a single player story mode. So you're treasure hunters, but you're still using the same gizmos and gadgets from the Splatoon franchise, still using paint and still attacking and covering areas in paint. But it's single player, which is
very anti-Nintendo too. Like normally, if there's any platform that's bringing out play with your friends, it's been Nintendo.
100%.
And other than the sports resorts,
yeah,
nothing you said there was like hang out with your friends.
Nope. And even the last one's not hang out with your friends.
Nintendo finally just said, "Fuck your friends. You don't have any."
Nintendo feels like they just went, "Hey, we're gonna target the old people this time around."
And they know we're done going out and socializing.
As we
play
should.
online, play online.
As we should. I thought it was interesting because the whole Splatoon franchise has been the team defense like strategy.
Yeah.
So it's team A versus team B, paint the other person's area as much as you can. This is taking that, and now you're gonna just kind of move through the map.
Yeah.
The new dynamic.
It's interesting. It was one of the most excited ones out of what they've displayed on that Tuesday. That I was like, oh yeah, I'll probably get that.
That's just one of the only new ones. Everything else is like a remake, except
Yeah. No, you're
there are like 3 things on there that are new.
all of them. No, just they're all the same. Pocopia was a DLC. Rayman is a remaster of a remaster. The DK Challenge is just leveraging games that's out there.
It's that game just it's fun.
Xenoblade Genesis is, but
It's new.
it's new, but it's the 4th in the franchise, and I don't.
And the characters weren't good enough for Smash Brothers, so who cares? Until somebody proves me wrong.
If they would have added baseball to the Switch Sports, they would have had me. Because I was annoyed that it wasn't in the other one. And then Kingdom Hearts, I rage quitted the first one, so they weren't gonna get me with that.
And does it count as a release if they didn't even say when it's gonna release? An announcement without
That's true. They only said, "Hey, you can play the ones that you've already played on the October 8th."
Yeah,
Buy them again.
When it comes out, it'll be out.
Which is weird. Like, it's not a remaster because they're just putting the collection on Switch 2. Because they even made the comment that all these things that they're releasing to the new Switch 2, you can bring over your save data from the Switch.
It seems to be like they're desperate to get people to buy the 2.
Why the fuck would you buy the game? Because you can just, if you have the card of the Kingdom Hearts, you can put it in your Switch 2 and it works.
Oh.
So there's no way the graphics are that much better to fucking buy the game again.
They're just not telling you that you can put these carts in there and they'll work.
Yeah, they're just hoping you don't know.
I mean, I do it all the time. I have to because I have so many fucking games. The last announcement that came out. The Ocarina of Time remastered will be coming sometime this year. So they're going back to the original Nintendo 64 Legend of Zelda game. And the teaser trailer they showed looked like they really put some time and effort into the graphics.
Ooh.
Oh, so it's pretty?
It's really, well, yeah. It's really pretty. Well, do you know how, like, the 64 version, you're on this, like, weird pixelated cot when you wake up?
Yeah.
You're in, like, this loft.
It's an actual
loft.
bed?
You're in a loft. With, like, all these pillows and fairy dust flying around.
It wasn't just completely like, oh, we'll just round these edges out a little. It was...
I think with this and Star Fox that's coming out this month, they actually went back and rebuilt the whole game. They may have kept the same mechanics, but all the
visuals are
rebuilt. Yeah. Which is a weird, like the Star Fox thing is kind of weird because they made a bold choice that they had an opportunity, given the new movie that came out, to mirror that animation style and said, no, we're going to try to stick closer to the game because we like creepy Sonic better. And they went with those weird designs. They went with the weird designs that were in the original StarCraft or Star Fox 64.
Oh, but made them more higher res, so they're
yeah. They're very like
unnatural.
What's that? The Uncanny Valley thing going on with them.
Yeah.
But hey, the gameplay is going to be there. I pre-ordered Star Fox, but they had a $10 discount. That's the only reason I did it. I did make the joke that it'll be probably about time I can actually finish a canon version of the Legend of Zelda game. I don't think I've actually beaten a Legend of Zelda game that's technically canon. The only one I've ever beaten from start to finish is Link's Awakening, and that's the one with a bunch of Mario shit in it.
Oh.
Like you collect the Yoshi doll. There's the Chomps in it. And at the end of the game, he wakes up and it was a dream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't count.
Yeah. So that's that one weird. Like you buy the encyclopedia. That's that weird branch that went off this way, and they went, "Hey, we can make like a something spin off of this." Echoes of Wisdom, which I did not beat that either. So
I played the first one on the Wii because Alan, my roommate at the time, bought it for his Wii. Whatever the first one was.
Is that Twilight?
Yeah.
Or was that
Twilight Princess?
Skyward Sword?
Twilight Princess.
Okay. I don't remember.
It was Princess something.
It was Twilight Princess.
Which I'm pretty sure I beat that before he did because he worked a lot more than I did at the time, and I had the free time to play it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. That's the only Zelda game I played and beat.
I started trying, like, everybody raved over Breath of the Wild. So I bought the second one for the Switch too. No, I bought the combo pack and started playing the second one. There's just too much in the second. Like, there's too much to do in the new Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Like a full-time job just to do it. You gotta live your life there.
You gotta craft.
Oh.
Well, and that's not what I want out of a Zelda game. I don't want to craft in a Zelda game.
That's fair.
That one probably didn't do well, I'm gonna guess.
Oh no, they did.
Gangbusters.
I'm the asshole in that scenario. That's like one of the most critically acclaimed games right now for Nintendo. Is Breath of the Wild. They've re-released Breath of the Wild 6 times, from the Wii to the Wii U to the fucking Switch to the Switch 2. Like it's just
I don't know. I didn't
anything they owned.
I played Zelda before, but I never owned one. I had the NES, and then everything after that was Sega and PlayStation.
I owned Link's Awakening for the Game Boy
until the Switch and the Wii. Well, the Wii
and fucking Wind Waker for the GameCube, which I don't think those two are canon. So those are the ones that I gravitated to. The really good ones like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, like the main storyline. I haven't fucking played them.
Yeah.
But I've played Hyrule Warriors, which is that weird team defense game they got running around. And then these other spin-offs, Echoes of Wisdom, Link's Awakening, Wind Waker. So I wouldn't call me a Legend of Zelda fan.
I don't know how I didn't, I don't know how I evaded it, but because I was a Nintendo guy forever.
That's crazy.
But,
I'm surprised.
You would think I would have fucking played it.
I definitely played it if I had Nintendo's different systems.
I did play the shit out of the one on the NES. Because, I mean, we had it.
Yeah, if we had it, I didn't play it, or, the time when I had the NES, I was such a wee lad that I think I spent more time wanting to play,
Mario?
Yeah, Mario, or, the occasional, 2-player games you could still play, because there was a couple of those.
The ice hockey one.
Remember golf?
The Wrecking Crew, which was Mario, but, combative.
Yeah.
Like a man.
I had that, too.
Or basically, I guess I was playing with, my
Man.
brother? No? Was it my I don't know.
Duck Hunt.
Neighborhood Kid?
Oh, I love Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt, yeah.
But Duck Hunt
well, that
came
came
with
with Mario, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, I never, or at least if I did play Mario, not Mario, Zelda, I blocked it out.
I didn't have Zelda for the NES. I had a lot of other stuff, but yeah,
don't know if
I just didn't buy another system for that until
we had a giant tub of NES games.
Mm-hmm.
They were mainly my brothers, I assume.
Yeah.
And then he got older or whatever, and
mine were my mom's, because that was what she did when she was pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Just played the.
What happened?
Yeah, well, probably. And that's her big one was Legend of Zelda.
So you hated it from the jump.
So it makes sense. You love video games, but are defiant against Zelda.
Yeah, why I went the route of Sonic. Fuck this Nintendo shit. I'm gonna play Sonic.
It's the goats.
But yeah, the Ocarina of Time. I'm gonna it looked really good. I've always been interested in the game, but I never liked the N64 controller, so I never had the desire to go back and play it.
Is there a stream coming? Are you gonna get this one?
Oh yeah,
and then you're gonna stream it.
The weird thing is my streams are so heavily Nintendo influenced. Anytime I get into right now I'm playing Yoshi on Sundays.
Yeah, well, I mean it's Nintendo.
Yeah, they win me over every time. And weirdly, Capcom has been hooking me. Because I played Resident Evil 9 and then Pragmata. Based
a Capcom game?
Yeah.
Capcom game?
Mm-hmm.
Capcom.
It's really good. If you fix your disc,
Capcom.
you can borrow it.
Yeah, fix it.
Because it's about 10 to 13 hour game.
Did you blow in it?
Not bad. Oh, I fucked it, and it's even worse. No, I blew it.
I'll turn
Like
with the
they
six.
put in so many different discs. I was like, maybe it's just this one disc. Tried everything. Put in a Blu-ray. No. Put in DVD. Again, DVDs work because 2 different lenses.
It's a little sensor guy, probably.
It's they have
Laser.
the
laser.
little lens.
All right. Well, I mean, if you get it fixed,
Zeros.
you would probably like Pragmata. I think you would enjoy that.
It looked all right. I
Um,
saw some of your stream.
and if you're not, it wouldn't even be 10 hours if you're not. I tried to 100% it.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I didn't 100% Resident Evil, but I also enjoyed that. But I also play these games on fucking casual. Like if I'm streaming, I'm not gonna get into the I'm gonna do it
Get
hardcore mode.
Yeah,
because we won't make it through a stream.
Nightmare mode.
rage quit. Finish the screen. Moving on.
Kingdom Hearts didn't have that option, and you will never get that finish. So it goes all the way up to that fucking gauntlet before the final boss, and go watch somebody else's channel. But the one thing I want to talk about when it came to the Nintendo Direct, the Sony State of Play, and the Xbox presentation is the fact, and we've talked about this with Hollywood, no new original ideas. Nintendo, they get a pass. They will beat the hell out of their IPs for past 40 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess it's hard to come up with a new idea when you just have these cash cows that keep producing.
But there's at least 4 things here. The Halo campaign evolved. The Kingdom Hearts collection, Rayman Legends retold, the Ocarina of Time remastered. We talked about Star Fox remastered.
Yeah.
And then
And even the sports resorts, really.
Yeah.
It's like just a remaster of Wii Sports.
Yeah. And they pulled 6 sports out of the last Switch sports game, so I highly doubt you had to do much work there. Maybe just give you new arenas to play in.
Yeah.
We're living in an age where games are now $70 to $80.
It's crazy
I'll
expensive.
give Nintendo credit. Star Fox was only $50. I don't know if Ocarina, they might try to milk that because it's Zelda.
Oh, they're definitely charging you for that.
They seem to keep their remasters a little bit lower, but I guarantee that fucking Halo game's probably going to be $80.
Full price. Fuck.
Full price for
Mhm.
something you've played at least 30 times over in the 20 years it's been,
That's a
25 years it's been around.
Halo's a cult for sure.
What do you think of when you have these presentations, nothing new's come out?
Well, I think also to further your point, even some of the games that we talked about are exciting, but they're still sequels, if not a remaster. Every other game there, if it wasn't a remaster, it's just a sequel on to their previous stuff.
Everything in Nintendo was.
A lot of parents probably aren't buying games for their kids like they used to back when we were kids because of how expensive it is. So they have to appeal to the older audience who's buying it for themselves.
They have to try to
It's
just
been
guarantee sales of like,
Trick
well,
nostalgia.
you know what people love? God of War. So Wolverine, I guess, is the only one that you could argue
is new.
Is new.
But it's
new.
If they would have just called it Laufey, they would have got away with it.
It's still a God of War. You're using the name. It's
well, then at this point, there are Wolverine games.
Oh, that's fine. I'll tell your dad that it's,
you
it's
can.
still not a new idea.
You're pulling from an IP. So I'm going to assume there's hopefully an original story to it, but I'm sure it's pulling from various IPs. He's left the X-Men for some reason in this, and then we're following him. But he's left the X-Men several fucking times in the comics, and he's been around for fucking 50 years. So I'm sure it's going to be a retold story.
Yeah. So I think it goes kind of to Corey's point. I don't know if that's the point you're making, but I'm going to say it was that. I think it is because it costs so much to develop a game. They're too afraid to take it. Like you can't afford to take a chance and bomb.
And that's why I think I liked Pragmata.
They took a chance.
And it was only $60, so they didn't go the full $80. Oh, it's Capcom. Yeah.
What's your local Capcom?
I kept joking with a guy I work with that basically it's a Resident Evil spin-off, and this is where the T-virus originated, because there's this thing called dark matter. That's like a black sludge that is infecting the space station. Like that's the T-virus. So there's a little bit of like not originality there, but the fact that they're in space and the gameplay and the co-op system for them was kind of the buddy system with them was pretty good. But like I think back to the games like Infamous.
Yeah.
That was so cool to come out on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 2.
And that character was new and unique to that until they killed him. And then the PS4 launched with a spin-off character when they brought back Infamous, and it was in Seattle. But they haven't done anything with that IP since then. But
PS3.
PS3. So like the original characters aren't there anymore.
Mm.
But actually, to that point, which I should have double checked. Did they try to make 3 Infamous in
They did.
size, right?
There's 2 with
Infamous?
Cole, the
Yeah.
original
Infamous?
character that was on
Yep.
PS3.
Yep.
And then
And
the
then-
Seattle thing.
Yeah.
And then had the DLC spin-off of the chick that did the
Oh,
lights.
God, I didn't even get that far. Because, like, I was just going to piggyback on first, fantastic. Second one, okay, still fun.
Yeah.
And then I'm done here, and you just keep beating the dead horse. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
Stop.
Well,
And
the I guess the Pragmata
win-
road, they did tee up for a sequel.
Which I know it sucks. Like, you make a good game, and people obviously you want to make another to ride that high.
But I'm okay with this. Let's run this franchise now and maybe not have Resident Evil 10.
Just how long until, like, eventually you kill it? And I guess that's when you know. Like, at some point, the God of War games, there's gonna be one that it might not be this one. Laufey.
Yeah.
If they keep writing good stories, they'll have.
That it still might be this game. Maybe it'll be the next one. But eventually there'll be a game that just won't hit the mark anymore because either it's too much the same fucking game so people are bored, or they stray away from the original content and it sucks.
Well, I mean,
That's what's happening with Assassin's Creed. I feel like, but they had a couple duds, but then they still produced.
They just keep
Call of
pumping-
Duty. They had
they
a couple
keep
duds.
pumping-
but you
Keep pumping good games.
you kind of see it with Nintendo.
Loyal fan
They
base.
see the IP that's starting to get exhausted and they'll pull away from it a bit. Like, think about it.
Take a break.
Mario. Why did a Mario game not release with Nintendo Switch 2? They gave him a break and they pushed Donkey Kong.
And they gave him a movie.
And they gave him a movie.
You got your Mario fix.
Yeah.
Let's not flood the market with him.
Yeah, but they gave you Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is basically like a prequel to what Odyssey was for the Switch.
Yeah.
And clearly the characters that didn't work for them, like the Ice Climbers, we didn't get any more of those games. Yoshi still keeps pushing stuff out. Haven't seen a Captain Falcon, like an F-Zero game in forever.
Yeah.
Star Fox, you haven't seen a new game. You keep getting him remastered. But there hasn't been a new Star Fox game since there was one on the Wii. It did not do well, and that's probably why we have not gotten him.
And they're like, you know what one did? Let's just bring that back.
Because there was that whole. I remember I have the figure down here somewhere that came with the Wii version.
I guess it's just tough to be a game developer and Hollywood. I guess it's hard to be a professional. I don't know.
Nintendo gets that pass because they basically said, "Hey, these are my IPs. This is what you're getting from me. Expect these IPs: Kirby, Donkey Kong, Mario, Pokemon."
Yeah,
it's like they got the game IP, but the rest of the world is the Pokemon Company.
Was there another Luigi's Mansion?
That was the
They made
rumor.
Oh,
There was going to be a fourth one.
There was a third?
Somebody put in our game chat.
Is that where I saw that?
Yeah, he put spoilers, and then none of that shit came up. Only a couple of those things came up.
Oh, I didn't read that thing though.
Yeah, he had a couple of the things. Like to Travis's point, the Ocarina of Time remaster was the worst kept secret from Nintendo. Everybody knew about that the moment Star Fox popped up because Star Fox was being rumored, and it's like, well, if they did that, they did the other one.
Oh, yeah.
And Nintendo does get the pass. The problem is when you look at these Sony and Xbox ones, especially since we talked about it in the first half of this episode, they were third-party developers, right?
Yeah.
Who are now been pretty much gobbled up by these big three.
To do their dance.
Sing
me your song.
And we're getting a Spyro 4, even though it's probably like Spyro 8 in real reality. Because there was a bunch of other Spyro games that did come out between three.
Little spin-off games,
there
right?
There was a bunch for the PS2 2 and 3. Like you had 1, 2, and 3 on the PS1. 3 ending with like the Year of the Dragon. But there was like Enter the Dragonfly. And there was like a bunch that came out after the works. This seems to be picking up after 3. Like, we're gonna ignore the shit that happened.
I didn't play Spyro until the remake came for the first 3 games.
Yes.
And that's when I started playing. I didn't play that as a kid. Oh, it's so much fun!
Well,
I think you would like it.
They're doing what Crash did. We're going to acknowledge the nostalgia of the first 3 and then keep going. Because there were other Crash games after whatever the fuck it was. Well, there was like Crash Bash. There was
They beat the cow and then they bring the cow back. They're like, "We'll bring back what you liked."
Yeah.
And then but also
Piggyback off that.
Also, I guess to be fair to your list, there were indie games that we didn't cover.
That's true.
There could be new content and things out there that we just didn't touch on, but
they're not big enough yet.
But that is still to the point that these major studios can't come up with something new.
Yeah.
So it's still to continue because I mean, if there was a viewer out there, they were mad typing in the comments of like, "Well, you didn't cover."
I'm sorry, the Nintendo independent games. I watched that whole direct. They were not good. They were not good, or they were the weird Japanese games that
I'm sure
probably shouldn't be on a kids
I
market.
would say lots of fan service.
No,
Oh, one of
not
those?
like
just big boobies bouncing around.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fan service.
Oh,
The big
what
booby
fans?
and the
Creepy balding men in the basement fans.
and the little panty shots, the upskirt shots, and all that shit. The
just-
horny over tentacles, you know.
I didn't. To be fair, I didn't watch the Sony State of Play live, and I don't know where the fuck Xbox did their presentation, but Sony doesn't really push indie games.
That's also true.
They are more like, give me your AAAs, and then what if the indie game worked over there, maybe we'll let you port it over to our system.
We need to stay relevant, so we're not fucking around with anything that's
Yeah.
not going to be big.
But to Capcom's credit, they did pull off a new character with Pragmata that I would be interested in playing the sequel.
Pragmata.
I am excited for Laufey.
Laufey.
Which it's going to have the God of War mechanics, but they are trying a new character in a way.
Yeah, it'll be different.
It's going the route of Infamous.
And then when it fails, then nobody likes a female main character.
No, that's exactly what it's
happen.
gonna be.
It's a safety net.
Or it'll succeed, and the natural sequel will be having Laufey reunite with Kratos. And now we have a 3-way co-op game.
Well, that, and when it succeeds, then nobody says like, "Oh, we love women games," and it'll just be ignored until the next woman flop.
Yeah. Metroid 4.
Where's that one at?
It's there. It dropped. It's not. I haven't gone back to it. It came out in February.
Oh,
Metroid Prime 4 dropped.
That was like
we talked about that.
We probably did. That's one of that was Nintendo's Grand Theft Auto of like, hey, it's coming out in like 2005, and then 20 years later, like, okay, here it is.
I didn't. So
Sorry,
I forgot to press the button.
I didn't hate the game. It just came out around a bunch of other games that took priority, and then Nintendo kept pushing things out to where I never went back to it.
I'm just gonna put that in the chat now.
They accidentally buried it themselves.
I'll never go back to it because the controls were very complicated, and I've now been away from it too long, and I don't restart games. But yeah, when you look at this list, there's no. Again, your point. I didn't write down the indie shit, but there are no. Xenoblade is the only one that I'm not aware of what it is, but it is a thing because it's on the 4th game. There's not much new creativity of anything. I don't even think I would have found Pragmata if it wasn't for the guy I worked with.
Oh, he's the one like, hey,
he pointed out, he was like, "You really liked Resident Evil 9?" I was like, "Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I finished it, so it's a win."
Guess I liked it enough.
Yeah, that's a win. He's like, "Try Pragmata. It's Capcom's new game. It's Resident Evil in space."
Oh.
Is his basic sell to me? It's better than Resident Evil in space, so he undersold it.
It's in space.
You gotta understand.
Yeah, and he knows me very well for only working with me for the last 7 months, but he sold it. I didn't see. Also, to be fair, to get the Sony State of Play stories and wherever the fuck Xbox did their thing,
yeah,
I had to scroll through IGN to see the news stories, and nothing popped out of like, maybe I'll take a look at that.
Yeah, nothing struck a chord, struck an
No,
interest.
I mean there was other stories from the State of Play. They showed gameplay of the Marvel Token game coming out, which is like a Marvel Japanese fighter.
Okay.
That comes out in August. They showed other gameplay of games that are
somebody somewhere will like.
A good fighting game, a new fighting game would be great.
That's the Marvel Token,
Yeah.
the Japanese one. I think they took like the same style of like Dragon Ball Fighters and the Invincible BS game,
Okay.
where you'll pick a team to fight.
Yeah, I like that.
And then the animation style is in like anime.
Gross, I'm out.
I'll probably buy it just because it's Marvel, but I bought that Secret or the Cosmic Invasion game, which is their side scroller they just came out with, and I still haven't played it. I downloaded it, but it's like in the style of like the Ninja Turtle ones and the Simpsons ones and stuff like that, and the original Marvel ones.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to play that because I think every once in a while to play a side scroller like that's pretty fun.
I love a good side scroll.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. When it comes to the State of Play, Nintendo Direct, and Xbox, whatever the fuck they are.
Any announcements about Grand Theft Auto?
Still come.
Actually,
they didn't move it. They didn't move it.
Did
so
they talk about it? Like confirm it?
I'm sure they probably played the same fucking trailer they've played for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
They did say the other bit of news from Nintendo was the Splatoon Raiders is going to have their own Direct at the end of the month. So June 30th, they're going to show you gameplay, the modes, all that stuff. Because Nintendo takes their big IPs like that and will do
fucking whore them out.
They'll do the
Look at it.
a small.
Look how beautiful we've made this thing.
Yeah.
Love it.
But I'm sure we'll revisit Ocarina of Time when they put a date to it. Kingdom Hearts 4 when they put a date to it, if they put a date to it.
2029.
And then I know our entire crew is itching to play GTA 6. I'm not.
Why?
I'm not like dying for it.
I'm
My hype is gone now, dude. You strung it out too long.
I didn't have hype for 5.
Yeah,
Actually, I didn't get 5 for the longest time either, to be honest. I waited
I did beat 5.
I beat the story and then
You did when it was on PS3.
I beat the story and then went, okay, I'm done here. I didn't do online and all that other shit.
I think it's still the second.
Yeah, the overview one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like the second. I never got into the other ones.
Vice City.
I think I bought San Andreas.
Vice City.
I like Vice City.
Yeah.
I played San Andreas. I don't know why I didn't care as much for that.
Yeah, that
I
one
don't
was
know
alright.
why I skipped Vice.
I don't know.
Well,
I know I
love
played
Vice City.
fuck
I
up
think
Vice
you liked
City.
Vice City. That was.
But that might have been like the era when I kind of stopped playing video games for a bit.
Could be, yeah.
Because it came out maybe when we were high school seniors, maybe early college.
Where they both are.
Younger than that. Fact check it.
You can fact check it if you want. I just remember there was a period of my life where I did it had to be
You're
when I
busy
was
like
adult.
seeing girls or
I was
something.
drinking.
Nerd.
So like,
Oh, I was just drinking, playing video games.
I didn't do that. I wasn't coordinated for that. This is one or the other.
2002.
Yeah, so
I was dead.
early high school.
Freshman year,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Or
I was gonna say
Yeah, you
8th
get
grade. Because you were a year
Yeah.
before me.
yeah,
Oh, 8th grade.
And I got into high school in 2003, class of 2004.
yeah,
So you got in 2002, class of 2003.
yeah.
So
So if it came at Christmas, I was in high school.
so that 2002. I was drinking. No, you weren't. You were like
No.
14.
Why I wouldn't have played? When did San Andreas come out then? Because I had that.
The year after that, probably, because that's when they were actually like putting them out every like couple years.
Or when they actually had like motivation to
Mhm.
not just milk the shit out of 5 for 20 years.
Yeah, it would have been around that. I want to say maybe 2
Maybe
years.
when I graduated, San Andreas might have came out.
Couple years.
That might be what you're thinking of for
Maybe.
age group.
Maybe I played Vice City then.
2004, San Andreas. So the next year, like I said, like
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
So maybe I
2 years.
skipped one. I wasn't a big GTA guy.
That's fair.
I remember buying 5 because it felt like I also feel like around that time there wasn't much coming out, so 5 kind of was like, oh well, I'll get that just to have something.
The first one, we're just gonna go down the list. The first one was 1997. Grand Theft Auto 2, 1999. Grand Theft Auto 3, 2001. Vice City, 2002. San Andreas, 2004. 4, Grand Theft Auto 4, 2008. Grand Theft Auto 5, 2013.
4.
And then
I don't know if I played.
6 is listed as 2026. How's it listed as released? AI.
It happened.
They're very well. That's because they put a month and day to it. It's like November something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, again, everybody on our fucking like that. That's one consensus where everybody wants to play that game when we try to pick a fucking game to play.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
Liberty
well,
City, 2005. These are spin-off stories. Sorry.
Mm,
Chinatown Wars? I don't remember that.
I don't remember half of them.
Spin-offs are London 1969, which came out in 99. London 1961, which came out in 99. I don't
I
remember any.
think I remember. I think I have that.
That's the one you played.
The overview
Loved.
ones. I remember having a bunch of the overview ones.
So that's those ones probably. And then Grand Theft Auto Advance 2004.
That was an advanced auto release.
I don't remember that one. And then
Game Boy Advance.
Liberty City, I remember that one.
I remember Liberty City coming out. I don't think I played it.
2005. And then Vice City Stories 2006. And then Chinatown Wars 2009.
Didn't play that.
I don't think I never even heard of that.
There
one.
was-
Now I'm about to go look that up.
Whenever the Wii came out,
Down,
I
mister.
stopped playing PlayStation because it became group playing
Yeah.
and just hanging out playing that, and then not really getting into the console stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's because all the online gaming became real big after we got out of high school. Like,
Yeah.
the craziness.
But then by
Like group
I
playing.
might have been playing PC games too, like
Besides
StarCraft and shit.
computer games.
But then when we started traveling for work in 2010, I got back into the PS3,
Mm.
and then that's when I got the like infamous God of
All that-
War,
yeah,
all
yeah.
that stuff. I don't know. So that's the state of play of Nintendo Direct and this week's weekly protocol. Let's go around the horn, see what everybody's got going on. Frank, we'll start with you.
Smack it! And playing games with you on Monday and Friday.
Thank you. And we actually have games set in stone for a bit.
Don't, yeah.
Oh, I actually
Well,
enjoy
one of them for sure. Fridays is going to be Nightingale.
Yeah.
for at least a month, and then we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, well, we're getting the money out of that one. I don't hate the Ale and Pale Tavern.
I don't hate it, but
I think we'll finish it quick.
Yeah, I don't know how much gameplay there really is to it once you max out.
Yeah,
levels.
And then there'll be Lego Batman on Thursdays, and then Yoshi on Sundays if I don't pass out. And then bonus streams in between. Who knows? Corey, what you got going on?
I'm back here on Thursdays and moving Adventureland. That's
Yeah,
new location.
That's the big one.
I'm staying at the Gloucester Premium Outlets, but it's going to be in another location down by the Starbucks, the Levi's, PacSun. Crocs is over there as well, so we'll be moving in July. So come to the store while you can in its original location, and we'll be moving down just across the hall, pretty much. You know,
We'll have at least one more monthly protocol in there before he closes that door, the new place.
Yep, move down to the other location. Same thing, Gloucester Premium Outlets. You know, in
Make a
July.
left instead of a right.
Yeah.
Unless you're coming the other way, then make a right instead of a left.
There you go. That's it. Easy.
That's pretty much it. Weekly protocol every Thursday. Our streams are Sunday, Monday, Friday, Sunday, or Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday. We have ideas for other stuff. We'll see if it happens. And then go back and watch or listen to all our other podcasts and stuff. And then we're also big on the TikToks now. So TikTok, the BPP official. YouTube Shorts, we are the BPP official. Facebook.com/Basement Protocol Productions for the reels. Instagram, we are the BPP official with reels and stuff. And then Twitch for all our other stuff. That's going to do it for us this week on the Weekly Protocol. I've been Chris the Dace Man Dace. He's been Frank Ward.
I used to jog, but the ice cubes kept falling out of my glass.
Hitler? She's been Corey.
Hi guys, goodbye.
Remember, base dwellers, stick to the protocol. See you next time.